Okay, got the observation of this pond here. Definitely see a couple of leaks here. Will be the problem. Never fails when you have a concrete pond with this long of a stretch. You have issues like that. Definitely a crack right there. Definitely a crack right there. And there's definitely some leaks in this waterfall. You can see the cracks everywhere. So we're going to handle the program today. You see those cracks everywhere. Typical rookie construction. But we'll figure it out. Get her nailed. So here we are with this waterfall stream that's leaking. So what we did is expose the concrete, and as you go around the edges of the stream, you could usually find cracks that are on the edge of the walls, and then you could follow those. And then after that, you would vacuum it all really dry, and then you'll see water keep coming out of some of those cracks and crevices like that right there. So then I'm going to take a grinding tool, and I'm going to grind out to make like a little V in it. This one right here, sometimes that's a dead giveaway. If you see moisture on the cracks, it just follows right along. So this stream was never built properly, probably never put steel in it, probably mixed it by hand or something. It's a really a hokey setup. And then as you follow it, you can actually get other evidence. There's another hole right there, and you can see the water line too, the calcium line right here. You can kind of follow that right around. You can see how high the water level is, and it's right at that hole. So, and there's actually ants coming out of that hole. You can see that calcium line. You just follow along the calcium line, and then you can see the cracks right there. So we're going to mix up a little hydraulic cement, where you can only do a little at a time, and then you can buy that hydraulic cement at Home Depot. You can do one bowl at a time and just kind of brush it in there. You can see got a lot of cracks and stuff. Sometimes too, roots are a dead giveaway. So if the roots all of a sudden show up and they come back through a crack or something, that's a dead giveaway. This one's kind of old, so, but it looks like it's kind of stuck in there. So today we're going to be mixing up some hydraulic cement, and you mix it up kind of like a little on the soupy side. You can pick this up at Home Depot. Mix it up on the soupy side, and then you just brush it into those cracks. But first, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be taking the grinder, and I'll be grinding out a little bit more of it. Just like that. You can actually see that I can actually kind of see the dirt right there. So this guy that built this, he didn't know what he was doing, and he just did it all whatever thickness he wanted. And now the next customer has to deal with it. So that's what you do, you just grind it out, and I'll show you how to mix up that cement. Okay, so I'm getting ready to mix this, and so what I'll do is I'll put a little bit in there, about so much. Have a little square trowel, like that. I also have some water ready. Put a little bit in there. Stir it up. You want to make sure also too that if you're going to use water from your water hose on a hot day and your water hose comes out like with hot water, man, this thing will set before you can even walk over to the job. I have a chicken next door that's rooting me on. So you can kind of see how it's kind of soupy like that. That's actually pretty good like that. Just kind of get the bubbles out. You want to kind of have it like a little on the soupy side, because if it's kind of stiff, this thing dries in 3 minutes, and so you will not have a chance to get over there. So I also have some water, and so we'll get the first crack. That's funny, that rooster's over there. So you kind of want it to just pour out like that, just like that. And it's going to dry super fast. Just pour it out on that thing. Now this stuff right here in the bucket, it'll dry hard as a rock in the bucket. So we have a little bit of excess came over here, that's all right. It's okay that you put a little bit more than less, it's all right. You just smear it around right over the top of those cracks. It's not a beauty contest yet. Just like that. Kind of leave it kind of thick over the crack. Just like that. That'll be a good one. And then you want to mix just like that amount at a time. And then you can go and rinse your bucket out in your paintbrush, because if you get distracted, your paintbrush will be ruined and your bucket's ruined, because that stuff is fast. And then this kind of stuff that it gets on the rocks, you can kind of scrape it off, and then when it starts to set in about 5 minutes, then we'll go over it with a sponge, and that's good to go. Okay, so now you take your brush, just go over it. It looks kind of rough, but you know, you can keep it rough or whatever. You're just going to cover it with rocks. It's hard. I don't know how many minutes it's been, probably about 5 minutes. Well, about all the time it takes you working up here in these other areas too, with a little bit of a soupy same. So I've actually just, this thing is just maybe 5 minutes. It's already getting hard in there, and the brush needs to be rinsed out, so we'll be ready for our next little adventure. So we went around all the areas where we actually seen cracks and crevice and made it kind of soupy and just brushed it right in. So you can see there. Also too, as we go to the next spot, the water keeps appearing. So as the water was going through the crack, now it's coming back the other direction. That's another indication that that thing has been leaking for a long time. Okay, we just mixed some more soupy stuff. You can see the brush can do a pretty good job. Just brush it right in there as it starts to set. There's a little puddle there. That's because the water keeps wanting to come through, but this thing's going to seal it all up. So it's only been about maybe 5 minutes. So you have to be careful if it's not too hot of a day. Don't rinse out your brush in 3 minutes or so. That thing's as hard as a rock. So got the chicken next door cheering me on still. So this is what the finish is going to look like so far. Okay, Mr. Chicken next door. Yep, we did it. Yeah, congratulations, Randy, you did it. Yeah. Oh man, they're so excited. What are you guys doing? Oh, there they are. That's cool. Get you an idea what's going on here in this beautiful backyard. See it? So he was obviously losing water like crazy. Waterfall leaked. Pond was cracked in half. More than half. It was cracked in several places. And they don't have a filter, which is not good. So they put a sump pump in there, and then all the yucky stuff goes right inside there like a sewer. Better just to not even have the rocks in there. This too, they put a bunch of rocks in there. There's not going to be a filter, so all the leaves from this are going to all fall inside there and then rot. Better if they just took all the rocks out of there. Be a lot nicer. So we're going to fine tune and clean it up and get it rock and rolling. Okay, now we're filling her up. Got it all patched. Get a little coloring over all my patch. Just use this latex house paint and just dilute it so that it doesn't look like you've painted a house, but you can just pick a color like nutmeg brown. Usually does really good with the moss rock. Just dilute it and paint it on with a paintbrush. There you go. Good. Stay tuned for more adventure.